It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and a look at the starters for San Antonio. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the center. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the three. And we may have a track meet Clark here tonight. We were just talking about this. These two teams that love to get out and run.
You know, Kevin, I love these kind of games because really I think basketball is meant to be played at a fast pace. I really do. I mean, the fans enjoy it, but the players do too. And obviously, us broadcasters like to see it up and down as well. Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Offensive rebound. Here's Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. Fox has got 6.
Going and getting it. Some high-effort play there from Fox.
Pass to Randle. Over Barnes. Pulls up. Randle with the bucket.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he... only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game, but his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
McDaniels passes to Randle, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
What a nice burst. Randle changing ends like a guard that time.
Here's Barnes. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Here's Conley for 3. Edwards. San Antonio with the rebound. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
Now the feed to Randle, and Randle throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Fox goes in.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Barnes can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to McDaniels. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniel.
The pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking it.
Oh, my goodness.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Ball comes in for Fox. Over in the corner, Randall. Another miss by Minnesota.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And it's Sohan missing.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed comes in for Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Julius Randle. Ball against DiVincenzo. Paul can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 14. McDaniels passes to Alexander-Walker.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Johnson can't hit. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
No good on that one.
And the enthusiasm and expectations for Wembanyama are off the charts for a rookie. That's a lot of pressure for a young man to deal with.
And he sinks the second. Timberwolves leading by 17. For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. Here's Johnson. That shot off. Great D that time from Edwards. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. Edwards' shot is good.
Posed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Over to the wing. Wembanyama left side. Reed with the rebound. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And so it's Minnesota with a 21-point lead. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
On the court for San Antonio. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Sohan into the center, walking down the middle. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Edwards drawing the double team. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Randall. A rebound by the Spurs. Pass to Castle. Back to Barnes. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more. Great to look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
And it's Sohan missing for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Art comes in for Edwards. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Randall finds Clark. Back to Randall. It's up a 3. They get it back. Gobert off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Down low, here's Sohan. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Doubled by Vassell. To the paint, here's Clark. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Clark's got his first basket.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake. And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's Randall. Here's Gobert, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Gobert's got his second bucket of the game to go. Spurs shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley with it. Now guarded by Fox. Here's Dillingham. And he uses the glass on the lane. Dillingham's got 7 points in the game.
Leave somebody open on Conley's team at your own peril, because he's going to make you pay for that.
Pass to Castle. Vassell with it. He's covered by Clark. They need this one. Vassell, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
Guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Been at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That free throw, no good. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Dillingham. He hits the second from the line. San Antonio with the ball. Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Wembanyama. And they get it back to end the run. In deep. Paul drops it in.
Exceptional focus from the point guard. Paul is no stranger to having to outwork the defense.
Here's Conley. And he makes good on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
1:57 left to play here in the half. Here's Johnson. The shot that time, not on target. Randall with some nice D. Here's McDaniels. And finished by McDaniels.
These guys go flying through the air like that. I love it. McDaniels showing what he's got on the slam there.
Here's Wembanyama. Gobert with the block. There's 1:26 left to play here in the second quarter. To the wing right side. Three-pointer, Randall scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Gobert's length is intimidating, which is why defenders often resort to fouling.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Reed, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And so he hits both.
Known as the Stifle Tower, Gobert's defense and rebounding are valuable to this team.
Pass to Castle. Paul surveying the floor. Can they get it? Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Alexander Walker's got 5.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Castle misses. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that basket's going to count, folks. That's the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late, and it catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we've got the Los Angeles. All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. And for the Lakers, at the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the center position. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. James against Williams. And Hayes comes to help. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Back to Williams. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hachimura outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, Hachimura flexing on the inside now.
So it's the Thunder now. Outside, Williams from deep. Holmgren knocks it down from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And last season, Brett, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Hayes. Here's Doncic. Out to Hachimura. On the wing, Reeves. Over Dort. They shoot again. And Hayes lays it in.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
The Thunder have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Quick thinking on defense from SGA. Excellent at using his speed on this end.
2 minutes.
Hachimura in the post. Holmgren's there. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Back to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Finney Smith checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Connects checked in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Luka Doncic. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Williams. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a denial. LeBron attacking that shot with pinpoint accuracy.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Finney-Smith. Williams grabs the board. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Knocked loose. James with a steal. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Connect. Finished off the break.
A sharp steal and some quick offense. Cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Finney-Smith over to help. Williams from long range. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
When he felt the double team coming, quickly located the open man.
Lakers trail by 4. Here's Connect. That one's good from James on the assist by Connect.
Once he gets down in the paint, there's not much you're going to do to stop the King.
Here's Holmgren. Here he goes. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Thunder. They're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Goodwin in at the 3. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. A shot from the high post. No good. A bit long that time. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great. Okay, Shams, thank you. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles.
Luka Doncic. 1 shot.
The free throw off from Doncic. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we could compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Joe misses. Lakers trail by 4. Outside Reeves. Kicks it to Doncic. Puts up a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Williams finds Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from 3-point range.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Good one, no good.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Good work there as it goes. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Dort for three. The Lakers with a rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's Doncic. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Superb D from Gilgeous-Alexander using his length to wipe away the shot.
James checked in for the Lakers. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Holmgren's checked in. A minute and a half left to play in the first half of basketball. Williams with it. Picked up by James. Moving it up. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside. But fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. Goes back up. Some solid defense from Hayes. Lakers trail by 6. Down low. Here's Hachimura. Back to Reeves. On the wing, Hachimura. Shoots over Holmgren. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Holmgren for 2.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Here's James. Missed inside.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Hachimura outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Hachimura's got 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots.
Give a big round of applause to
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. For the Thunder, bad.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Outside for Dort from outside the arc. And Reeves pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
James. And it's James with the jam.
And the defense making it too easy for LeBron James. Can't let him get that close.
Here's Dort. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Thunder with a lead. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Some changes for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hayes. Finney-Smith comes in for Hachimura. And Vincent is subbed in for Doncic. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Williams. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Caruso. Vincent grabs a miss. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
No good on the free throw. He's off on the second. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for OKC. It's a 5-point game. Caruso misses. And the Lakers shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Here's Vanderbilt. Uses the glass on the layup. Vanderbilt's got his first basket.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Pass to Wiggins. Now Holmgren. Over Vanderbilt. And that one's good. Holmgren. Holmgren's got 11 points.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
Now Caruso. Soft touch off the glass.
Caruso.
And now a 9-point Oklahoma City lead.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's James. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And that one misses. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Connects checked in for Reeves. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Joe's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And he's good on the second. So it's Oklahoma City now. And that one is hammered home.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Lakers trail by 10. Pass to Connect. Shoots over Caruso. And it's Connect missing. Oklahoma City is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Caruso. Caruso's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Vanderbilt. And he gets it to go. Vanderbilt's got 4 points this quarter. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Los Angeles. Goodwin comes in for James, and Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. To the inside. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Hartenstein's got 6.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Here's Wallace driving inside.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Here's Connect. Shoots over Caruso. Goodwin passes to Vanderbilt. Outside Finney-Smith. Stolen by Wiggins. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, we'll get back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Connect. Hayes is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Goodwin in a two-guard. That's the Laker 5.
Yeah, and the rookie is showing up. Holmgren forces his way through and gets the and one opportunity.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Here's Hayes. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
That's his first.
So slippery in there. Gilgeous-Alexander makes great adjustments to get what he wants.
And he knocks down the first one. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Reeves comes in for Goodwin. Good on both.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. Fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka, so hard to stop.
Really good move to the hole against the smaller guy. He uses his strength so well.
Pass to Dort. Takes a three. Connects from downtown. And the Thunder lead by 18.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your three.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, smart move here. Talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
Reeves against Dort. The shot by Reeves, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 18. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Williams. And the layup is good.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Ooh. Talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Williams against James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Reeves. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
And that one's good. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now Williams. Back to Hartenstein. To the paint. Puts up the 8-footer, and that's good. Off the glass that time.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Now Hayes. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Williams from long range. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Thunder.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Graham.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Chet Holmgren.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
To the middle. Here's Connect. Dort grabs the miss. And it's Thunder's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. To the inside. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Holmgren. Second chance shot. Rebound, the Lakers. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Connect to the paint. Good on the shot.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It wasn't enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.